remember if he has glasses, but he's got white hair and older. Did a lot of common person games.
Because I remember one time I was at Myers Park,
Yeah.
and a ref got injured before the game. He hurt his knee with an older ref, so we had to wait until a backup referee came for the guy. They had to pull up.
Me and coach.
I mean, like.
Charlottetown really knocking on the door a lot more in the second half. Gummer sending it in. And there is the goal! Tyler Trimnall, just as you said, Matt.
Wow.
He's been looking for it the whole time, and here in the 73rd minute, Tyler Trimnall finally gets that goal. He's been working really Cordona. Gabby trying to slow his run, and he does really well. Back to Cordona. Jamie DeLucio. Hansen. Drew Hansen with a goal! And there it is again. DeLucio to Hansen. That's becoming a Cookus. Good pass there to Willie Cardona. I don't think realized how much space he actually had behind him. Lira to DeLucio. DeLucio, good pass to Cardona. Steps over it, and it's in. Willie Cardona. 58th minute. 2-0 for the Hops.
Great job to keep control of that ball. It's a very tough finish. Right on the goalkeeper's doorstep, Robert, but had to do a great job to keep control of that and get it onto a foot and get it back into the back of the net. Goalkeeper put it.
Interesting pass there from Gummer, but doesn't really end up where he wants it to go. DeLucio looking for an opportunity. Cookus with a good swing in there. Trimnall, and it's in. Tyler Trimnall, 71st minute. It's 3-0 to the Hops.
Well, Tyler has certainly earned that goal. Robert, he's worked hard all night. His hold-up play has been excellent. The pass that he made to create the goal on
Hops fairly would feel that the result was not what they earned, but back at it again today, and this is not a cup match, right, Robert? This is a
Correct,
oh boy.
correct. Jamie DeLucio takes it away, looking for a pass, and he got it. It's a goal! Drew Hansen gives Charlottetown the early lead, but we got to give both the assist in real time, but also the assist in terms of like absolute defensive act. Yeah, just needed
no one there, probably because Tyler had played the ball to him
right
in the first place, just didn't have a chance to get into the box. Oh boy.
Mika, and it's in. Mika, wow, that was really understated on my part. I did not actually see it go in until it.
Which I'm going basically on his picture here.
You're right.
On the,
it is 11. And the ball gets played to him immediately, and he heads it.
Vuk Martinovic on the end of it, and that is two.
And Hayden Pierce.
Vuk with the 90th minute goal.
Pierce into the match, catches on his head a long ball from that restart. Robert plays it off the head to Vuk Martinovic, who calm as
close-up camera.
It's a beautiful night for the beautiful game here at CSA Ortho Carolina Sportsplex in Pineville, North Carolina. Tonight's National Premier Soccer League matchup features the visiting Port City FC and your Charlottetown Hops FC. My name is Robert Morrison, and I'll be bringing you all the action from tonight's match. I'll be joined tonight also by UNC Asheville soccer player Sage Branch. Sage, let me just say, hey, how's it going?
It's going good. How are you?
Good, good. It's you never can tell what the weather is going to do. We're going to turn into one of those broadcasts here. But it's turned out to be nice so far. A little cloud cover. It's looking good. We're ready to get started here soon. The Hops continued their unbeaten streak in the league last week with a 4-1 win over Greenville United, and they'll look to continue that run against Port City tonight, a team they beat 3-2 in the reverse fixture back on May 31st. Charlottetown are led by Ricardo Ferreira, who leads the NPSL Southeastern Conference with 6 goals. They enter the match in second place in the conference with 13 points, 4 clear of Appalachian FC, who they'll host next week here at the Sportsplex, and tonight's opponent, Port City. Speaking of Port City, they're coming off a 3-0 win over Burlington United at home and are looking to avoid losing both fixtures to Charlottetown here tonight. So, Sage, Charlottetown on a pretty good run over the last couple of weeks. The good news is at this particular point, with 3 matches to play, the Hops hold their own playoff destiny in their hands. If they continue to win, they stand a pretty good chance of hosting a home playoff match here in a couple of weeks. They'll probably put them in second place. Hickory flying up at the top. They have yet to lose this season. And that would be the first ever home playoff match that they've hosted in the club's history. So obviously you don't want to get too far ahead of yourself. You got to play the team that's right in front of you, right? So what do you think they need to do in order to continue this good run of form they've been on?
Well, the Hops have made it clear from day one that their goal is that conference championship. And the performance against Greenville shows they're pretty much on the right track towards that. But tonight is all about consistency. And at this stage, it's crucial they don't let the standard drop. With both teams in the top form and are very hungry for more, we're in for a high-intensity battle that could have big impacts on the outcome of the season.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, 4 points up on Port City as of coming into the match, but they lose tonight, and that's 3 points, and then suddenly the gap has tightened for sure. So we got some things that we need to know before we get kicked off here in just a few minutes. Here's some things you need to know to stay connected with your Hops throughout the season, which is unfortunately slowly winding down. The final regular season home game is June 21st versus our rivals from Appalachian FC at 7:30 p.m. Join the Hops for great local beer and great local soccer. See future pros today at CSA and support local players pursuing their professional soccer dreams. Tickets are on sale now at charlottetownhops.com. When you come out to a Hops home match, not only will you enjoy great local soccer, but you'll also enjoy great local beer and cider in the Hops Beer Garden. Thanks to Middle James Brewery and Red Clay Cidery for your support and for providing great beer for local soccer fans. All home games are on sale through our ticketing partner, Sports Illustrated Tickets. Adult tickets start at $10, and youth tickets are only $8 if you reserve them in advance online. Visit charlottetownhops.com for the complete home game schedule, which is just one game at this particular point, but there you go. Here's a chance to join Hops 2 reserve team for elite training this summer. You'll play with and against the top players in the area. If you want to stay fit and sharp for your fall season, play with the Charlottetown Hops this summer. For more information or to register, visit charlottetownhops.com. If you know an aspiring sports management executive, let them know that the Charlottetown Hops are hiring interns for the summer NPSL season. It's a great opportunity to learn the sports business and gain valuable, real-world sports management experience. For more information, visit charlottetownhops.com. For the hoppiest soccer gear in America, head over to the online Hop shop at charlottetownhops.com. You can reserve the custom Hoppy kit, t-shirts, hats, and other great-looking gear with the iconic Hops brand. Summer of soccer is here. Enjoy great local beer while supporting local soccer players pursuing their professional soccer dreams. Hops home games are the best deal in town. We have one more regular season home game next week, June 21st against Appalachian FC. Tickets on sale at charlottetownhops.com. And now we're going to, as the teams are, looks like getting set. Well, I just Just like one team. That's interesting.
Port, they're ready.
Oh, Port City's ready to go. I don't know where Charlottetown is at this particular point. It looks like they're still in the locker room. I can see them from where we're sitting. But we will go through their. I don't know if this is gamemanship or what's going on here. We'll go with the lineups for both sides. We'll start with the visitors. They are led by head coach Nate Torbett, Port City FC. We have in goal number 00. Sorry, hold on. I forgot to write down the guy's full name. That's my bad. I'm locked in. This is really a good start for me.
You're doing great. You're doing great.
There we go. Kevin Christensen. There we go. Kevin Christensen is the goalkeeper. He's wearing number 00. That's really cool. Defender number 19, Hunter Wilson. Number 5, Martin Rivera. Number 2, Sebastian Tepe. And number 20, William Fatzinger. In midfield, number 8, Jack Steele. Number 6, Jack Manessi, and number 18, Max Meneke. Forwards for Port City, number 10, Adam Holt, number 7, Alex Walker, and number 11, Caleb Powell. And then for the lineups for Morteza Ibrahimi, sorry, my mouth is not working right now. The Charlottetown Hops home side will line up like this. Number 1 in goal, Luca Barros. Back line of number 5, Diego Candia. Number 4, Dawson Malcolm. And number 13, Julian Ramirez. In the midfield, Gavin Schroes, number 14. Number 6, Bernardo Pacheco. Number 9, James Jenkin. And number 17, the ageless wonder, Vuk Martinovic. The forward line will be number 3, Jacob Vandal. Number 2, Josh Zwolaki. And number 10, and your current goal leader in the NPSL Southeastern Division, Ricardo Ferreira. All right, so those are the sides for tonight's matchup. It will hopefully be a fun and exciting matchup. We've had two goal-scoring fests over the last couple of weeks here at the Sportsplex, so we'll be looking forward to more. They scored 5 between the two of them in the reverse fixture in Wilmington just a couple of weeks ago. Sage, what's the most important thing to get this match started tonight for Charlottetown?
I think just setting the tone early. I think getting that first early goal is really what pushes them in most matches, and they're able to continue that momentum going later into the match. So I think just really setting the tone, that aggressive tone that we've been seeing all season. Yeah,
absolutely. We'll see if they can get off to a good start. They've gotten a lot of goal contributions from a lot of different players. Noted Ricardo Ferreira leads the team with 6 goals, so that's a good thing to see. But they'll try to make those attacks. We got the Hops in their all-black kits, the Port City FC in the blue on blue, 2 different shades of blue, to be noted.
Very monochromatic.
It is. So the clouds are covering up. Not to turn this again into a weather situation, but it's looking nice. I think it'll be a good night.
Yeah.
Not too warm, so everybody will be feeling pretty good, hopefully. We are just moments away from getting started. They're doing the lineups in the stadium right now, and then we'll have the national anthem, and we will be ready to get started.
All right, now let's go for the Hops FC starting lineup. Number 6, Bernardo Pacheco. Number 4, Dawson Malcolm. Number 5, Diego Candia. Number 13, Gavin Schroes. Number 1, Jacob Vandal. James Jenkin. Number 13, number 10, Ricardo Ferreira. Number 17, our veteran, Vuk Martinovic. Number 1, Luca Barros. Fans, if you are able, please rise for the national anthem.
All right, we have the national anthem coming, and then we'll be back with you just momentarily. Alrighty, we are just moments away from getting started. I don't know, I'm sure you can hear at home coming through our microphones. It is quite windy here, Sage.
Very windy.
Does that change anything, you think? I imagine it's windy enough that it's going to impact balls in the air, yeah?
Oh, for sure. I think it could directly impact against you or for you, depending on which way the wind is going. So, you either want to use that to your advantage or learn how to deal with it. So.
It'll probably change the feeling out period over the first couple of minutes. Just like, kick the ball up in the air, see if which direction it goes, and hope it doesn't go into the back of the wrong net. Alrighty, we are waiting for the coin toss with the captains. It is Jack Minetti and I think that was Dawson Malcolm for Charlottetown. Now the teams will get set. It's normally when they do the picture, but I don't see any photographers here to take the team picture.
No,
I feel something has been left out.
They needed a little break, I guess.
Yeah, it's all right. We all need a little break every now and again. But nonetheless, here we go.
Right.
Teams will take their positions. See how this really ends up. I read it as a back three because that's how it tends to be shown to me, but it does kind of seem like they're not playing it that way, but we'll see how it goes. Never can tell how these things are going to play out. All right, we're just waiting for the referee to get the match started. He's whistled something. I'm not really sure what's happening here. Was the net? A little technical difficulties to get started here.
Forgot those
Yep.
at the beginning.
All right, got some cowbells over here. We're ready to go. Will be Alex Walker for Port City to get us started, and off we go. And immediately the ball goes into the air. That looked all right.
That wind.
Yeah, it definitely knocked it down a little bit. Let's just say that. Falls to Walker for Port City. And Vuk Martinovic will take it for the home side. And Ricardo Ferreira with the breakaway, but there are 4 Port City players, and we go off the post.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, that was an excellent effort from Ferreira.
Excellent. Got them on that mistake, and immediately ball went in through the back line.
Vuk Martinovic, Johnny on the spot here to intercept the pass, and then a perfect through ball to Ricardo Ferreira, who, if I'm being honest, I thought 4-on-1, there's just no way he's going to be able to get in a decent shot, and he almost
Tough angle. Very tough angle.
Hit it off the post. It'll be a long throw for Charlottetown. An immediate opportunity for the home side. We talked about how important that is. Dawson Malcolm will control to Diego Candia. An errant pass there. Max Maneke. But his ball can't be controlled by Caleb Powell, and we're going back the other direction. And the referee will call that back for a foul. William Fatzinger, the guilty party. Well, it's an exciting first minute and a half there. Almost had our first goal inside of the first 90 seconds. That would have been exciting. It nearly was, but...
Very tough angle, and what was it, 4 or 5 defenders?
Indeed. Ferreira. It's a good ball. Be swung in by Gavin Troche, but intercepted, and Port City on the run. Fatzinger to Hunter Wilson. Back to Fatzinger. Ball will go back to Christensen. Try to find Max Maneke, but well defended by Ramirez. Walker. Trying to find Caleb Powell there, but overhit. Pacheco, a little bit of a heavy touch, but Martinovich does well, but it does fall to Max Maneke. Ball up and over, and that one is gone. Adam Holt with the field goal attempt.
Haven't had that yet.
Yeah,
over that net.
It's can somebody go get that ball over there? No? Okay, great. Yeah, we've had it go over on the other net. We've had it go over. You know, the only one we need is one right at us. That's what we're missing.
I wonder how many balls they've lost so far this year.
Hopefully they haven't lost them. Hopefully they've been able to get them all. As Jacob Bandel, Gavin Troche. Good ball, good 1-2. Oh, just a little heavy there from Zwolaki. And we'll come back the other direction. Malcolm to Ramirez. Martinovich, little dummy, and then back to Martinovich, but he can't control it on the tap from Ricardo Ferreira. A lot of action so far in the first few minutes. We're in the 5th minute, and we've had a shot on goal and just some back and forth stuff to get us rolling here. A little pressure on Luca Barros, and it does fall. And a goal in the 5th minute.
Whole celebration.
Caleb Powell coming over, trying to give the crowd a little stink. 5th minute goal from Caleb Powell, and Port City are up in this one. Not an ideal start from Charlottetown's perspective, as they will have to come back in this one. I mean, in fairness, a good pressure from Port City, and Luca Barros couldn't quite make the pass he wanted to, and Powell stepped up, and the net was wide open, and they take the early lead. And so Charlottetown will play behind for now. We've seen good things from them offensively this season, especially over the last couple of weeks, so hopefully that will continue. They'll be able to get back into this one. As that will go out of play for a Charlottetown throw. Is that a little more demoralizing when you know that, like, you kind of handed them one in that particular case?
I mean, it's good on Port City to really take advantage of that mistake in the back. As a keeper, it's hard when there's pressure on you. At that point, you just got to clear it. Mm-hmm. But I think it's going to give Charlottetown some motivation going forward. There's still a lot of soccer to be played, so
absolutely.
I don't think they're worried. They're just using that as motivation.
throw for Port City, and it's the goal scorer Powell to Max Maneke. He slips by James Jenkin. Jenkin, who we've seen in the back line through much of his time here, played on the midfield tonight. No Tucker Kern, noticeably, in the starting group. But that will happen in this league quite frequently. A lot of rotation and trying different things and getting players in and out.
Right, and I know Charlottetown, they said they've been dealing with a lot of injuries lately, so lots of people coming in and out.
This will fall to Powell, and he'll good one-touch pass to Max Maneke. Candia trying to prevent any further damage here. It's good work there by Adam Holt, but in the end, Charlottetown's able to get the ball out, but it does fall. Jack. That's Jack Steele. Got two Jacks there, Steele and Manesse. Good battle there between Ramirez and Maneke. Ball will fall to Zolaki, but he couldn't get it out of his feet. Hunter Wilson, Alex Walker. Tepe. Gavin Trost trying to stick with him, but he is able to get the pass out there to Adam Holt. Holt looking for something to do with the ball. He gets it back to Tepe, and now it'll be Manecci. A lot of the ball for Port City. Good work there by Dawson Malcolm to disrupt that a little bit. Powell tried to tap it in there for Holt, and it was not to be. Martinovich trying to run this one down, and he does. A little heavy touch there from Hunter Wilson, who gives a wave to the referee, who seems content with the throw-in for Charlottetown. They say goals change games, Sage, and that one clearly has changed the tempo of this particular match. Port City seems to have grabbed a hold of this one with that goal.
It seems like in their past games there's a lot of back and forth between goals, so I don't know. It could be anyone's game at this point.
An errant pass there from Malcolm, but James Jenkins does well to get it back. Long ball trying to find Ferreira, but it is a little too long. And Christensen corrals. Just getting started into the 12th minute, nearly. Yes, Port City, the visitors up 1-0. Caleb Powell with the 5th minute goal. This is a good ball over the top. Max Maneke, let's see if it's onside. So far, so good from Port City's perspective. 1-0. Good save by Luca Barros, and then the bar saved him the second time. Port City playing with a lot of confidence at this moment.
Just not really stepping off the gas. Gave them a ton of space and time, and they just really took advantage of that moment.
It's Jack Steele. It's a good initial shot, good save by Luca Barros, but as we've seen a couple of times this season, that rebound can be really dangerous, and it almost led to another opportunity, or did lead to another opportunity, almost led to another goal.
I know.
Malcolm trying to find Ricardo Ferreira, but he cannot. Zwolaki flies in, but Max Beneke. That was a good tackle there. Oh. Wow. That looked pretty clean to me, but the referee disagrees, and in the 13th minute he gives James Jenkins a yellow card. And so it'll be a free kick for Port City in a fairly dangerous area. Let's see what they do with this. It'll be Alex Walker to take. It's a wow shot all the way to the goalkeeper, and Luca Barros will corral it. I wonder if that's one of those, like, you're feeling the wind kind of blow the ball around, just put it up in the air and see if something wild happens.
There's so much curve on that ball. We couldn't tell where it was going.
Pacheco back to Candia. Charlottetown, oh, that's a bad back pass from Diego Candia. Falls to Alex Walker. Walker out to Powell. Powell, good save by Luca Barros, but he cannot get the rebounds. And it will be Jack Steele here in the 14th minute. And that is 2-0 for the visitors. And that's another
mistake.
Another error at the back, yeah. As Jack Steele makes it 2-0 Port City. And Charlottetown will really have to rebound if they want to get something out of this one.
Looks like they've really struggled to find their rhythm in this first half, so I think they're just going to have to regroup, calm down, be able to get possession, and try to find some balls forward.
And again, it's got to be extra frustrating because you know that it's not real. I mean, the Port City has done well with the opportunities that they've been given, but it's not like they're creating massive chances and taking them. It's just been a couple of errors at the back and a bad pass, and it leads directly to goals. And I'd imagine that's got to make you just like you're kicking yourself, and you're also down 2-0 inside of 15 minutes. So.
The little things do matter, especially in these last few games of the season. Sometimes those mistakes can cause you everything.
Well, 15 minutes into this thing, and the Hops are down 2. But, as you said, Sage, lots of game to go.
Lots of soccer. Anything can happen, especially so early.
I mean, if they scored 2 that quickly, so too can Charlottetown. So there goes another ball. Bye ball. And that's got to be the thing that keeps you going at this point. It's like we've made some errors that have led to their goals. We know that we can score goals on our own. Like that's the only thing that you can do at this point. Not let it get any further away from you. It's Gavin Schrosch tries to play it to Jacob Bandel, who was just standing in an offside position and just couldn't do anything about it. So an unfortunate start, I would say, to this match. But there we are.
You know, we've seen them overcome adversity before, so this is not the first situation they've been in so far. So
I have to dig deep and find that ability tonight. So that ball there's an errant opportunity. Jacob Bandel will try to see if he can get on the end of this one. Has to keep it in play first, which he does. Crosses back in, but the ball is taken from him, and Adam Holt will control. Back pass. Christensen.
Oh, and that's...
Kicks it into the parking lot. Oh, I saw it. There it goes. Down the hill. That's got to be frustrating for somebody. Gavin Drosch to take the throw in for Charlottetown. Down 2-0. 2 goals. One from Caleb Powell, the other from Jack Steele. Now Charlottetown has a foul going the other direction. Batzinger. Candia. Jacob Bandel on a good pass from Gavin Troche, but he tries to find someone on the end of that one, but it goes right to Kevin Christensen. Almost an errant pass there from Port City, but Charlottetown couldn't quite jump on it. Now they got this one. Vandal cutting it inside, trying to find Josh Solaki. Just not quite there. The connections for Charlottetown, and that's a foul going the other direction. Just seems like they're a tick off of the pace a little bit. The passes aren't quite connecting.
You know, sometimes games just don't go your way, but sometimes you have to figure out how to get out of that little hump that they're in right now. Port City is just really locking down on defense and not letting anything through at the moment.
All right, Bernardo Pacheco to take this free kick. Hops loading the box up to see if they can find a way back into this one. A goal certainly before the end of the half, but at any point in the next little bit of time here would be super helpful from a Charlottetown perspective. Be a delivery in from Pacheco, but it's knocked away. Diego Candia, I was a little concerned there for a second. He just kind of looked like he was in no man's land, like, do I jump, do I not? But he figured it out. And, there's something there keeping the balls in. Well, you know, learn something new every day. So it's a throw in for Port City. They're up 2-0. And there's another error as Adam Holt will go one-on-one with the keeper. Good save, Luca Barros. And Charlottetown will get on the run here. Pacheco, Troche, ball over the top. Let's see if Ricardo Ferreira can chase it down. Couldn't quite get there, but it will go out for a Charlottetown corner. That was almost another mistake at the back for Charlottetown. I do not know what's going on back there, but the struggle is, as they say, very real.
Yeah, there seems to be a little bit of a disconnect back there.
Dawson Malcolm will join the fray as Charlottetown tries to get on the board here. It'll be Martinovich with the delivery. Looks like Port City did their homework on the back post there. That delivery from last week was excellent. Powell will get that one out of play as Martinovich's delivery was good but unable to find the head or foot of a teammate. And Candy a little bit of a heavy touch, but we'll get it to Pacheco. Pacheco eyes up, looking forward, and was offside. And so it will be a free kick here for Port City. Ramirez, Jenkin. Oh, good move there from Jenkin. Now we'll make a good pass. Ferreira turns, trying to free himself up for a shot. He does. Good save by Christensen.
How can he be offside?
It's going to be offside.
That's what I would like to know.
He's following a shot.
That was kind of the first real chance that they've got.
Yeah, other than that first minute opportunity right there at the beginning, that's as close as they've gotten. We had a fan over here to our right that wanted to know how he could be offside off the rebound, but I don't know. There we go.
That's a referee question.
Yeah, we'll ask them. We'll get one of them to come up here. Sir, could you? Nope, just joking. That guy over there's not doing anything, right?
Nope.
He's just chilling.
Just chilling.
That's the job I want. I'm gonna be the fourth official.
I don't think I could ever be a ref. I couldn't deal with people yelling at me all the time.
Pacheco driving forward. Ferreira Ferreira's got good feet. Tries to control it, and in the end he does actually get back on it, and he will get the foul. Jenkins thought about getting a fast start, but Bernardo Pacheco asked him to hold on just a minute, using that wily veteran savvy. Referee applies his fancy spray, and we're off. That's cool, though. I gotta admit, like being able to draw the lines on the field, it's fun. I'd be embarrassed though, because I draw a line and it'd be it wouldn't be straight.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I don't know. You gotta practice that, I imagine. Spend a lot of time just drawing lines on the grass. All right, Pacheco to send it in. It's a pretty good ball. Jacob Bandel got on the end of it, but he couldn't get a shot on goal. Tough angle. The angle from which the ball was coming and the angle with which the ball needed to go, not the same. So I imagine that makes that a little bit more difficult. Charlottetown trying to apply the pressure. Ramirez and Meneke battling over here. Malcolm heads it out and then truly out of play. It will be Caleb Powell, the man who scored the first goal of this match, to throw it in. It's going to be a long throw. It's not many bodies in the box, and Julian Ramirez gets it out of there. And then the foul on Meneke for undercutting Pacheco. Ramirez to Martinovic. If you're just joining us, first of all, where have you been? Second of all, 25th minute, Hops find themselves in a less than fortuitous position, trying to come back from a 2-goal deficit. Meneke to Steele. Steele finds Powell. 2 goal scorers can't quite connect there. Meneke will chase it down. He's been very busy on this near side. That's well defended there by Dawson Malcolm.
Almost an own goal.
Yeah, that probably one of those like heart in your throat type of situations where the ball hits off your leg and you're like, oh, where's that going to go? And so it will be a corner for Port City. I'd say a pretty important 20 minutes or so coming up here from a Charlottetown perspective. Like, you have to be the one who scores the next goal, like, absolutely without question, if you want to remain in this match, I would say. Steele. Well defended there. And Powell. Ball will pop up in the air. That'll be a goal kick for Charlottetown. So when you're out there, are you thinking about those things? Like, we're down 2, there's 20 minutes to go in the half, we got to be the next ones to score, or is it just like 1 minute to the next? Like, think that's the thought process.
I think the thought process is we need to get a goal. Like, that's the thing that is the most important, as well as we need to calm down, because when you are down 2-0 in the first half, you start getting a little frantic. Your passes aren't being connected like you want. You're not playing how you usually play. Those are the types of things that go on, and it can create a chaotic situation. But I think calming down, getting on the ball, and creating a chance is all that you can do in these moments.
Things went bad. That is over and done. Now make sure that the next thing that happens is a good thing, right?
Yeah, figuring out how to redirect the game is going to be a crucial part for the Hops.
That's a good run here from Meneke, but Dawson Malcolm seems to have it measured, although I'm not sure that he saw the other player. And this is a foul that's going to go against Charlottetown. And a 28th minute yellow card for Dawson Malcolm. So, yeah. It'll be a free kick for Port City just on the edge of the box. Not middle by any stretch, but in a pretty good spot, I would say.
Yeah. If you're Port City, this is a really good spot to be in.
Really important that Luca Barros gets everything right here, setting up the wall. Gets himself positioned in the right spot. He's got the wall covering the near post, and he's got the far post covered. It'll be Powell to take. Blocked by the wall. Good work by Barros to set up the wall there. Not a particularly impressive free kick opportunity there. Jenkins has his shirt pulled by Jack Steele. The home crowd getting a little stirred up here.
Yeah.
I like it. Keep up the pressure there, folks. Malcolm, Candia, Luca Barros. Swalaki will be taken down. It's starting. You're seeing the frustrations coming out in the body language from Charlottetown, I think. Things have not gone their way on the scoreboard. I feel like they feel a little hard done from some of the other stuff that's been going on. Gotta just keep your wits about you. Strosh, Swalaki. Bandel will try to hunt this down, and he does get in the end of it. It's a good ball in the end. Oh!
Wow.
Ricardo Ferreira with an excellent shot, but Kevin Christensen, tip of the hat there. Excellent save as well. Well worked all the way through from Charlottetown's perspective. Jacob Bandel did really well to get on the end of that. Good cross in. Good shot by Ferreira. Christensen with the acrobatics to keep it out of the net. Martinovic with the corner. In it comes. Oh! Need some goal line technology. It definitely looks like there was some Charlottetown. There was a Charlottetown hand that went up in the air. We do not have that technology, just in case you're wondering.
No VAR, right?
No VAR, no goal line technology. That feels like that would be, be useful. But
yeah.
What do I know? Charlottetown's starting to grow into things a little bit.
I think that was definitely a pivotal play for them, knowing that we can't get on the end of the ball. We can create chances. I think it's just about being clinical in the final third.
All right, there was a foul over there. It looked like it just a coming together between Caleb Powell and Dawson Malcolm, but a little shift here in the back line. Candia might have waited just a little too long. James Jenkins. Bandel putting the cross in, and nothing doing as Martinovic went down. Be a corner kick, yes. I thought he was pointing that direction, then he moved his hand, and I was like, wait, what is he doing? Come on, referee, work with me here. Corner kick on this near side. It'll be Bernardo Pacheco to take. A goal here would be excellent timing. It's never a bad time to score a goal, I gotta say. Another corner on the other side. Martinovic will go over to take that one. You can see who got on the end of that ball. I think it might have been Ricardo Ferreira, who seems to be just about everywhere when the ball's in the air. He's the guy you want to find.
Yeah.
So Martinovich will take this one. 33rd minute. See if Charlottetown can do something with this set piece. Oh! Gavin Troche flying in. I don't know how he got his head on that one. In the end, it goes wide, but he came out of nowhere. All right. Hydration break here because it's hot. So they need some water. That's what I'm going to go with. All right, Sage, so this has not gone Charlottetown's way at all in the first 30-ish some odd minutes here. Started off really nicely. They almost scored inside of the first 90 seconds. And then after that, things kind of started to fall apart. 2 goals inside of 15 minutes for the visitors. What do you got to do? What's the message at this particular point? This is kind of nice because it's a little bit of a timeout opportunity, right. Something you don't get very often in soccer because of the clock and everything. So you got 10, 12, 15 minutes to bet whatever this ends up being. What do you think the coaching staff is telling Charlottetown right now in this moment?
Well, obviously in the first 15 minutes, they didn't have that rhythm, didn't have those clean touches that we're used to seeing, those chances up forward. But I think in these last 10 minutes, we saw them to get a little bit of rhythm, getting forward, creating chances. I think those are all good things that you need in this moment. If I'm the coaching staff, I think it's more of just getting the ball on the ground, knowing how to play our game, and just really taking back what Port City has stolen from us, because this is their home turf. So we want to play like we're defending it.
Yeah.
So.
All good things there. And I like the way you put that they stole it, because it does kind of feel like both these goals were like, again, not no disrespect to the visiting side. You do what you do with what you got.
Exactly.
But it's not like they've been bossing the game offensively and just like creating chances after chance after chance after chance, and then they happen to score.
Right.
It was just like, here's a gift, and they took advantage of both of them.
Exactly.
So credit to them. But you got to feel that sense of like, no, we're handing this to them. We got to do better.
Right, exactly.
All right, it will be a Port City goal kick as we get started. Ball goes up in the air. Ramirez skies to get it. Pacheco on the ball. Dances away from 2 defenders. And Luca Barros will be on it again. Not quite where he wanted to go with that ball. And Jack Steele will be on it again. Holt. Tepe. Back to William Fatzinger. Steele. Wilson. Wilson trying to ball over the top. That is not successful. And Barros will get to it first. Throw in for Charlottetown or free kick? Not sure. Free kick. 2 things happened at once, and I wasn't sure which one the whistle was blowing for, so that's what I'm going with. Ferreira. Pressure coming from Bandel. Ramirez. Jenkin. Back to Ramirez. Ball takes a couple of bounces off Port City players and playing ping pong here, guys. So Lockie and a foul going the other direction. A lot of love lost here for the referees from the Charlottetown faithful, or the players. They seem to be a little frustrated with that, but can't control that either, so. It's a free kick for Port City. Martinovic does well, but foul called. Ramirez blocks himself into a corner, and he finds Jack Steele. And a opportunity here for, good save, Luca Barros.
Wow.
He kind of shoves Diego Candia out of the way. Says, that is my ball, sir. So Julian Ramirez made a little bit of a meal of things. Made that more difficult on himself than it needed to, but in the end, now he's starting to see the frustration kind of growing internally. And it's definitely not something you want to see, is teammates kind of getting at each other.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense. You're in a bad spot in the game. You just need to, and I would imagine because of the nature of the goals that you've given up, that probably makes every mistake feel a little bit worse, right?
Right.
And there's a foul on Zolaki. And another free kick inside their own attacking area. Jack Steele and Jack Minetti standing over the ball. Two Jacks. Which Jack will it be? Steele. Dawson Malcolm does well. Bandel, let's see if he can get it on Ferreira. Oh, good work there by Kevin Christensen to come out and get that ball out of danger. If Ferreira gets by him, that's, I think, going to be 2-1. Ramirez to Martinovic. Vuk looking for options. Very congested in the midfield. Malcolm will switch the play, tries to get it to Bandel, but Minetti does well to step in front. Adam Holtz. Minetti. Holt. Into Minetti. And that'll be a handball going the other direction. It bounced up on Alex Walker's hand. All right, Luca Barros urging his team forward. Sends it into the air. Gavin Troche comes on the end of it. That's a good header in the end. Ricardo Ferreira gets on it. He'll make, attempted to make the pass to Martinovic. It does fall to Josh Zolaki. It'll be a throw-in as the Charlottetown faithful over here, they saw it bounce off the hand. Jenkin. Good effort there by Ricardo Ferreira to find the opening. Candia. Troche. Throw in. Inching closer, it feels like Charlottetown is, but still not quite able to find that final moment. Malcolm will get it over to Ramirez. Ferreira coming way out here to get the ball. Ramirez, but he loses it. And the foul will go the other direction, and we got another yellow card. In the 43rd, it will be Julian Ramirez.
This ain't 12U. Let's go.
Unfortunately, so far all I've written down for Hops are yellow cards, so that's not good. It's not what you want. Rivera. Trying to find Max Beneke, but too strong for Port City. 44th minute here, just about near the end of normal time here in the first half. Charlottetown still down 2-0, looking for some way. A goal rate in these final minutes would be just absolutely huge, as Ferreira does really well here. Ball over the top. Bandel can't quite get there. And instead of a 44th minute, and it's going to be another yellow card for Charlottetown. And that's Jacob Bandel with the yellow card. Well, we know the referee brought his yellow cards with him today.
Yeah.
That we know for sure. Does he have another one in there? Hopefully we won't find out.
Maybe on a blue.
Maybe.
Not a
black. A blue-red.
A blue-red.
Is it purple? I don't know. Ball flying in from Christensen. Malcolm. Steele sends it. But it will fall. Walker. Powell. And offside. Some ironic cheers from the Hops fans. They too are growing a little frustrated with the refereeing. But you know, if you're not frustrated with the refereeing or officiating in some way, shape, or form, are you really fanning? That's what I have to say.
Yeah, I totally agree with you.
Throw in for Charlottetown as we are into stoppage time here in the first half. Jenkins saves it, but only for a moment. It'll be a throw in for Port City. Steele tries to get clever with it, but it doesn't quite come off.
Not a lot of time. You want to get a fifth card in.
Martinovic, and there's a foul from Max Beneke. Martinovic trying to get something started here, looking for an opening. The ball was still rolling.
Another chance, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. Slows it down. Dawson Malcolm to take. He will send it all the way across to Gavin Troche. Jacob Bandel. Troche. The Bandel. Good 1-2 there, but Martinovic collides with the keeper. Oh, all right. I'm not sure who that yellow card is to, because the player that he showed it to was not the player who was involved in that collision. So I'm confused. So there's a yellow card to someone for the Hops in the 47th minute.
At this point, he's given a yellow card to everyone.
We're roughly halfway to half of the Charlottetown roster having starting 11
card happy.
That looks like a fairly run-of-the-mill goalkeeper collision with a attacker type of situation, but there we go. Be a throw in for Charlottetown as we enter the final, maybe, moments. And a foul going the other direction. Seems as if Charlottetown have multiple enemies tonight.
Yeah.
Multiple foes, if you will. So we're just waiting to see how many more minutes we got in this first half. Charlottetown trying to take advantage of these final minutes. Maybe snatch a goal out of nothing here. Bandel. And it went out of play for a Port City throw. Now 3 minutes into this one. 2 goals in the water stoppage. Didn't think it'd be... This is only bad if the next goal in this time is from the visitors, I suppose. Ramirez to Martinovic. Martinovic trying to flick it over to Ricardo Ferreira, but he couldn't get there. And that is the end of the first half. So a frustrating one from Charlottetown. Not only to give up the goals that they gave up, but the yellow cards, as we've been saying, are mounting. And it just seems like everything they're trying is not quite coming off. Just kind of need to regroup. So maybe the halftime interval comes at a good time. Well, it comes at the same time that it always does, but you know what I mean. Sage, any sage words as we wrap this first half up?
No, I think we said it all. I think what you said of Charlottetown just really needs to regroup and think about this next half and wanting to get some goals. I think there's a lot of frustration from the stands and on the field. So I think everyone just needs to take a little deep breath and need to regroup and go back out there in the second half.
Absolutely. Got to make sure you have the next goal in you, right?
Yes.
When the second half gets started. So, all right. Well, we will be back with you for the start of the second half. Until then, you can enjoy, in air quotes, the first half highlights. things where they, rather than allow more than it was that Port City played exceptionally in that first half. So from that perspective, you got to feel okay about things from Charlottetown's perspective, although they do need goals for sure. It looks like, to my eye, that we have a substitution from Charlottetown. That is one Mr. Ethan Stevenson has come into the match, and it looks like number 15, Tyler Schwartz, also in the match as well. So Schwartz and Stevenson in, trying to find out who they've come in for. As Solaki is still in. Jinkin, looks like maybe Jacob Brendel has come out. Yes, Brendel has come out, or Bandel, sorry. Ethan Stevenson, number 7, in his place, who scored twice at the last home game. So that's good to see. Number 7, Ethan Stevenson, in for Jacob Bandel. And James Jinkin in there, or sorry, Tyler Schwartz in for, I'll try to figure that out momentarily. I think it looks like Julian Ramirez has come out of the match, and Tyler Schwartz, number 15, is in. For Charlottetown. So they'll get the ball into the box. Schwartz will pounce on it. And so Lockie, or was that Stevenson? So Lockie trying to bounce on top of it. So it looks like Charlottetown in more of a traditional back four. Vuk Martinovic moving into a fullback position along with Gavin Trosh. Diego Candia as Trosh with the ball. James Jinkin trying to get on top of it, but it's William Fatzinger. It'll be a throw. We have a 4-1-2-3 type of situation from Charlottetown. I'm just speculating here. Long throw in from James Jinkin into the box. It's a good header by Gavin Trosh, and it took a touch, or so says the referee, and so it will be a corner for Charlottetown. With Charlottetown putting the immediate pressure on the visitors. They are down 2-0, so we just start in the second half. Vuk Martinovic to deliver. Martinovic sends it in. Near post this time. Oh, goodness. James Jinkin absolutely firing that in there. Kevin Christensen true to it. On the break come Port City. Schwartz can't quite control it, but Dawson Malcolm cleans up the mess. Malcolm sends it long. Trosh. A little bit of a misplay there. That's a foul as Walker goes to the ground. Schwartz with the foul, and it will go the other direction. Free kick, Jack Steele for Port City. Charlottetown absolutely needing to be the next team to score. So defending this is paramount. Steele sends it in, but it's into an absolute pile of people. The ball pops up in the air, and Luca Barros comes on top of it. The winds have died down a little bit. Barros going to try it out and see what happens. Zolaki steps into it. Schwartz. Ball takes a little bit of a funky bounce and now bounces off of Schwartz's head. Martinovich. Ferreira. And the Hops are very much ready to go here in the second half. Malcolm, Pacheco, Candia. Nervy stuff there from Charlottetown as Barros will get it to Diego Candia. Gavin Troche. Good ball here to Zolaki. The youngster steps over. Good move. Looking to get it in. Ricardo Ferreira. Stevenson was there but couldn't quite get to it. And Charlottetown getting rolling here. Candia. Back to Dawson Malcolm. Schwartz. Ricardo Ferreira. Schwartz. Pacheco. Fighting with Maneke, and it will be a foul going the other direction. Sage is back. Been talking to myself for a couple minutes now. Sage, thanks for rejoining.
You're welcome.
I hope everything is going well. Hops are looking a little more up for it here in the second half as they've gotten things started. Had a couple of opportunities, putting the pressure on. Good to see because they definitely need to be the first team to score here in the second half. And a foul going the other way. Had a couple of changes here. It looks like they're going to a more traditional back four. Vuk Martinovich sliding into a fullback position. Tyler Schwartz and Ethan Stevenson on for the second half.
Awesome.
Did you talk to anybody at halftime? Get anybody goals or anything?
I didn't. So
that's unfortunate.
So I think this is my fault.
Oh goodness.
Sorry.
It's all right. Anybody want to? Anyone? No. Okay.
Nope. Okay.
All right. Free kick here from Martinovich. Charlottetown trying to get on the board here and really turn the heat up on Port City. That's a foul going in Charlottetown's favor. The referee trying to figure out if it was...
We're 7 minutes in. It's time for a card.
Looks like he got an injury to a Charlottetown player. Maybe it took an arm or something to the face. And a yellow card to someone. Just sort of brandished it in general. Not sure who it was for. But that looks like it's... And there's the yellow card. 53rd minute to a couple of... So we got 2 yellow cards to 2 players for Port City. Sorry, we're enjoying ourselves. There's a lot going on. Yeah, I'm not really sure what's happening. 54th minute. Something is going on. Things have kind of lost their minds a little bit.
Was that like the 7th one we've had so far?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 7 yellow cards issued inside of an hour in this match.
Is that a conference record?
I don't know. We'll have to do some research on that. As Diego can't. I'm all the more confused because the referee has also pulled the free kick back to the original spot.
Right.
So I'm really not sure what happened there. Can you give yellow cards for a play that didn't technically happen? Because it's very strange. I'm not actually sure. So what he's saying is that the foul that took place that led to 2 yellow cards maybe happened, but didn't really, because we're going back to the original free kick spot. I'm lost. But here we go.
You know what? We're just gonna roll with it.
Yep, we are. Diego Candia seems good to go, and he's coming off. Keeper off his line.
Oh.
And that's a penalty. Penalty for Charlottetown. The ball off the hands of a Port City player. Looked like that was Adam Holtz, who is cutting a frustrated figure, and it will be Ricardo Ferreira looking to add to his conference-leading goal tally. Sitting on 6, looking for 7, and this would be absolutely massive for Charlottetown, who've been putting on the pressure for the first 10 minutes here. Difficult to say this would be undeserved at this particular point. Hopefully Ferreira, who had 2 penalties last week, scored one, scored on a rebound on the other. Ferreira! That's 7 for Ricardo Ferreira, and Charlottetown. 56th minute is back in this one, Sage. It's been a excellent start to the second half, and again, well deserved. I think even if you're like, the penalty was meh, I think that they've deserved the opportunity to get this goal here, and Charlottetown has pulled one back, and Ricardo Ferreira makes it 7 on the season, and it's 2-1.
Totally agree with you. This is the type of momentum that they needed going into this second half. I think this is going to give them the right attitude to approach this next few minutes.
You see the frustration card has flipped for sure, where we were talking about Charlottetown cutting a frustrated figure at the end of the first half. Port City seems to kind of be falling into that. They still hold the 2-1 lead, but that entire exchange, the yellow card build-up, whatever was going on there, and then the penalty, and now we have another card. And it is certainly. This is when we need like the NFL like announcer thing, so they can be like yellow card to number 7 or whoever it was. I'm not saying it was number 7.
It's hard, at this point, it's hard to keep track.
It's very difficult.
There's been so many. Let's just give yellow cards.
57th minute. That's another yellow card for Port City. Someone, I'm not sure. Free kick for Charlottetown. They created the penalty opportunity out of the last one. This one's a little further away from goal, but it was the scrum in the post later on. Man down on the edge of the box.
Another one. I thought that was over for a second. Sorry.
Yeah, it almost did. I thought we were talking about the penalty.
No.
It's kind of like if he points over there, it's too much pointing. I just gotta say, a lot of pointing in soccer refereeing. It's like, you there, that spot over there. Martinovich chasing it down, and he will force a throw in for his side. The timbre of the building, if you will, has changed significantly, yes. I would think, over the last 10 or so minutes. Charlottetown left down 2-0. Very frustrated. And now things are looking a little bit up.
2-1 is a very vulnerable spot to be in, especially if you're the leading team. Anything can change at any moment, but, you also still have that upper hand. So, it could be anyone's game depending on how the next few minutes go.
Candia. Gavin Troche gets on the ball. Oh, looks like he was trying to get that one to play off Sebastian Tepe, and it didn't quite come off. Good tackle there by Zoloski. Tepe. Holt. And Diego Candia. Know where this is going. Yeah, of course. You could just tell based on the way that this game is being refereed that exactly where that was going. In fairness, maybe certainly Diego Candia knew what he was doing in that particular case.
I wouldn't even be surprised if he gave a yellow card to a keeper at this point.
We're getting there. He's running out of players.
To give yellow
cards to without red carding anyone. So, not like I'm putting that idea in his head.
Yeah.
You can't hear him saying, referee, don't red card anyone. Unless
Yeah.
Jack Steele to take this free kick just from the edge of the box. Charlottetown needing to defend, having just cut the Port City lead in half just a few moments ago. See what Steele decides to do with this one. So he stares into the crowd. I don't know if somebody was giving him some advice or something. What was going on there? Anyway, sends it in. Oh,
wow.
What an effort there. And a great save from Luca Barros.
The funny thing about this, they're both teammates.
Luca and Jack?
Yes.
So they're going to be giving each other some stink in a couple of weeks. I wonder if that helps Luca in that particular case kind of know what Jack's going to do.
Definitely, for sure.
It's like, oh, I know where this ball is going. Ball's also played in. Barros deals with it. Kept in play by Port City. They'll send it into the box. Well defended from Charlottetown, but it will be a corner kick. It's a pretty true strike from Jack Steele, if I'm being honest. But Luca was up for the task, as he will steal, meaning will wander over and take the corner kick. As we're into the dark corners of the night version of the match here. Steele sends it in, not his best effort.
Not the best delivery.
No.
So far from him.
Little head volleyball here. Ferreira out of play. Will be a throw for Charlottetown. That was fun. A little back and forth. Oh, he's actually pulling it back for a free kick. Okay.
Oh.
I don't know what's happening.
Seems to be relatively the same area the last two were in, too.
All right, we have a change coming for Port City. Not quite yet, but he's there. I can see him. Martinovic sends it in. Falls. And a foul going the other direction. It will be time for that change. Adam Holt coming off. And in his place will be Daniel Garvilla. Coming in for Port City. Adam Holt coming off. I think he was one of the ones that got one of those yellow cards, which, if I am being honest, is probably a dissent situation. That whole mess in the box. I don't know what's going on. Garvilla coming on. And taking his spot where Adam Holt was occupying. Christensen sends it off. Garvilla will immediately come into the mix. Steele. Oh! Wow. A little surprise there, but all right. It's a lot of contact there, but it didn't feel like a foul going either direction, if I'm being honest.
I didn't think so either.
And an errant pass there from Hunter Wilson, and Charlottetown going to have the opportunity to get moving, or they would have if the ball had not continued to roll the other direction. And we got a substitution for Charlottetown. Diego Candia, who's on a yellow and also had that injury earlier in the match, coming off. I believe, is that Aiden Gummer? Yes. So Gummer coming on. And James Jenkins will slide back into the center back position that Candia was holding down. So Gummer, number 11, in for Charlottetown. That's why you like the flexibility, the player flexibility. You can say, hey, James, you've been playing midfield all day.
Time to switch it up, you know.
Now just go play on the back line. No big deal. Long ball. Tepe falls to Gavin Troche. Ball to the center. Aiden Gummer immediately getting into the mix, but couldn't quite make the pass he needed. Pacheco trying to chase this one down. Good reaction there from Luca Barros. It's a good ball over the top. Gavin Troche to take the throw in. Schwartz still controlling the ball, back to Gummer. Gummer, who's got a good left foot, tries to take the shot from deep, but it was blocked. Walker, well defended in the end. Jenkin. It's well done by Charlottetown to control that break. It's a good run. Schwartz. Gummer. Trying to find Vuk Martinovic. Couldn't create the separation. Schwartz does well to step in front of that, and it's a throw-in. Max Maneke to take the throw-in. It falls to... Interesting. Wow. He called a foul throw there. Sage, I don't think I've ever seen anything like that before. Falls. Charlottetown will have the shot. Solaki tried to line it up into a foot that he liked, and he took too long to do so. Schwartz, Pacheco, looking for an opportunity, looking for the right pass. Fernando Pacheco finds Martinovic. The foul is going to...
What are you talking about?
The referee is pulling that back. Okay.
Seems to be a lot of confusion
There
going on
does, like,
tonight.
I mean, Vuk still had control of that ball. He was making a cross in. I'm not really sure what the thought process is there from the referee. I mean, yes, there was very clearly a foul. No argument there. But the fact that, like, that's a strange situation under which to pull that back. I mean, I'm not going to complain if this ends up working out, but very bizarre circumstances under which that took place. We have a couple of changes happening here for Port City. That is Jack Menenchi coming off, and also Jack Steele. So the Jacks are both coming off. That makes, I don't know if that's easier or harder. I like them both having the same first name. Made my life a little bit simpler. Trying to figure out who it is that has come on. Everyone turn around. Pronounce yourself to me.
That's Asa Hamid.
Asa. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Number 17, Asa Hamid. And that free kick for Gummer, not quite where it needed to be, so Asa Hamid is in for one of the Jacks. Still trying to figure out who the other substitute is. Uh, 21, Keegan Pete. That's who it is. Good play there by Luca Barros. True story, I just told myself to look for the guy who looked like he wasn't sweating. that was how I picked that one out. Working hard up here. Now I'm really confused because I don't know who 9 is, because 9 isn't on this list anywhere. Anyway, here we go. Vuk Martinovic racing for it. The pass is a little behind Stevenson, but he corrals it. And a goal kick. I think that Josh Solaki came flying in behind it. Got run over and nothing. And so Charlottetown remains down 1 goal. Another good opportunity there.
That was the opportunity right there.
That felt like a big miss there. Vuk's pass not quite where it needed to be, but Ethan did really well to center himself, but just couldn't quite get the pass off.
I honestly think he could have just shot it there, used his left foot. I think that definitely would have been a good angle for him.
Gotta wonder if he just didn't feel comfortable with the left foot. Josh Zalaki coming off. So unfortunately, the last thing that happens to Josh is he gets barreled over in the box.
Yeah.
And is frustrated by the outcome of that particular situation. Rodrigo Ferreira coming in. So the Ferreira brothers back on the pitch again together. Meneke, good defending there from Charlottetown. Pacheco gets out of the box. Oh, that's a good pass.
Nobody running there.
Nope.
Maybe got a little bit excited.
It's Ricardo Ferreira, I believe, with the pass. Sorry, yes, Ricardo. Gavin Troche. Tyler Schwartz. Troche again. Cutting it inside. Looking for the pass. Falls to Ferreira. Ferreira still with the ball. Plays it in. Fatzinger with the defending there, but Charlottetown finding the opportunities. The build-up play is looking much better. And so will be Vuk Martinovic with the corner. Very interesting. I'm not sure. I don't see this very frequently. Not a lot of bodies in the box for a moment. Ethan Stevenson had the ball on his head with nobody behind him. I don't know. Oh! Uh-oh. This is going to be trouble. This is going to be trouble. Yep.
I saw that in my head.
Mm-hmm.
Saw that in my head.
Yep. So Tyler Schwartz will be leaving the match, having just joined in the second half with a straight red card. Unfortunate circumstance under which that happened, but I kind of think like as soon as his arm went around his head, I think that was kind of the end of that one for Tyler. Kind of unfortunate, and so truly unfortunate situation there as Tyler Schwartz will be forced off. And Charlottetown still needing another goal to get anything out of this one. Not an impossible task. It's just one, but it certainly has got to put a damper on festivities for sure. The Hops coaching staff trying to sort things out here. My guess is that Tyler is going to need to leave the field. Yeah. So that's, I mean, I don't think there's any intent there to go for his head. It just felt like kind of a bad, like the
really
guy.
Bad angle.
The angle was bad.
For it at the same time. I mean, there's all that momentum going forward. It's really hard to stop, especially when he's going sideways and he's going forward.
So Charlottetown will be forced to press on, a man down and needing a goal. Dawson Malcolm, Vuk Martinovic. Over the top, Ethan Stevenson, is he onside? Ferreira goes down and he's going to hurt himself a free kick. That's a pretty savvy play actually there. I'm not sure Ethan Stevenson was onside, but was able to kind of force the defender to do something about it just because of where he was. And then Rodrigo Ferreira was able to come up behind it, and then the foul comes in from the back. And it'll be Vuk Martinovic to take the free kick. The referee going over to the bench, and he's, oh goodness. Now okay. I'm pretty sure he just gave a yellow card to Morteza, which I am just like.
At this point, we don't need to escalate the situation more than it needs to be.
I'm very confused. Free kick from Vuk Martinovic. It's a little high. If he had a couple of yards back further, that might have been true, but wasn't enough time for it to get down. Ethan Stevenson trying to force the issue. Jenkin. Good flick on to Gavin Troche. Ferreira. Jenkin. Over the top. Troche is going to be offside. 78th minute, Charlottetown 1, Port City 2. But again, I have to say, outside of the two kind of gift goals that Port City has, they haven't really created anything to speak of, which I would imagine adds to the frustration from a Hops perspective, where you're just like, if we hadn't made those errors, there's a pretty good probability that you're winning this game right now. Dawson Malcolm. Gummer. Martinovic. Gummer just misses the header coming off Pete. Oh, that's a good take there. Ferreira trying to find Ethan Stevenson. It's a good ball. Stevenson turns again. Takes a shot, and it's just wide. That's a real good individual effort from Ethan Stevenson, though.
He wants that goal more than anything, talking to him. He just wants goals all day long.
Still young, too, right? Right,
yeah.
Ethan? He just graduated from, is he in that mix of guys who just graduated from high school, or
no,
is he's older?
Yeah, I think he just graduated college.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, Ethan, my apologies. I mean to de-age you. Jenkin hurriedly trying to get things going. We do have another substitution in the offing for Port City. James Jenkin trying to make something happen. He'll get it into Gavin Troche. Troche finds the ball, but he and Stevenson kind of occupying the same space. Stevenson does really well. But in the end...
I would argue that call.
We've got people I don't know who that is over there. Fans are getting a little agitated.
Lots of tough calls tonight.
Yes, yes. Port City, Max Maneke coming off. Trying to get a gander on who we got coming in here for Maneke. Uh, 13, that is Taylor Vorbich coming in for Maneke. Charlottetown still in search of the equalizer. They got about 10 minutes or so to go. Ricardo Ferreira. Vuk Martinovic. Oh, heavy pass there. Jenkin does well to chase it down. No harm, no foul in that particular case. Malcolm. Martinovic. Hops pressing the issue. Martinovic sends it in. Ferreira! Oh. It's like the reverse situation with Ethan Stevenson a moment ago, where Ethan took too long to take the shot. I wonder if Rodrigo could have just held on to that for half a second longer, and it didn't look like he took it very clean. Maybe off his shin or something like that. It did not look like a clean opportunity.
A volley in the air is a very hard goal.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very hard hit to take.
It's going to be out for a corner. By the fact that it looked like Dawson Malcolm had the position on him, and the Port City player tried to go through him. About 8 minutes and change left to go, and then all the cards and stoppage and whatnot. I'd say we got at least 10 plus to go. It's a little fog kind of coming in over the... Pacheco deals with that. Ferreira does really well to play it off the Port City player. Now he'll get the thing going. Martinovic hustling up there to make the pass. Stevenson. What is happening? I am absolutely lost.
Me as well. I'm stunned to speak right now.
I'm not even sure. Was that Pacheco? Did he just give him a straight red card in the middle of the...
Yes, middle of the play.
What was happening? And this game has kind of gotten out of hand. Well, kind of.
Really out of hand, I think.
Truly gotten out of hand. Referee attempting to explain himself. See, this, again, I know they've started doing this in MLS and in some leagues in Europe where they're actually making referees come on the microphone and explain to themselves.
Yeah.
This would be a thing. I want to know, what is it? We don't need to know all the specifics. I don't even know what was said or what was done, but just what was the circumstance under which a guy who's just standing there receives a red card and is getting thrown out of the match?
I don't know if maybe some words were said or what was going on.
I mean, that's the only explanation.
Yeah.
He couldn't have done anything.
But I don't think there really was anything because it was a throw-in. But it doesn't look like nobody's changing their mind.
Well, I'm not sure that that's an undoable thing at that particular case. But Pacheco has been sent off as far as we can tell. One of our co-owners, Matt Spear, over there talking about hugs and handshakes. Seems like a good opportunity for that to be happening, as no love lost at this particular point between either of these sides. I have no earthly idea what's going on.
No.
All the players and the coaching, well, most of the players and the coaches are kind of scrummed up in the middle near the benches, and frankly, I've never seen anything like this before.
I haven't either.
Sage, I'm assuming you've been around the game a long time.
You know, this is coming from someone who's never gotten a card in their entire life. Never gotten a card in his entire life. So to see, like 9 yellow cards and 2 red cards, I don't know. I've lost track.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 yellows, 2 reds.
Okay. So
both of the reds straight reds.
And yeah.
Truly unusual.
First for me, I would say.
Again, like I don't want to like hammer this point too far, but I feel like we need an explanation, and I feel like a referee needs to be able to say, "Hey, this is what happened." Now, I know we're not really set up in this particular scenario for like Mike, but you know, you could bring the microphone over there from the DJ, let the referee explain himself, like, "Hey, what's going on?" Like
almost like in the NFL where they explain.
Right? Yeah. Like you know,
the
numbers 25 has been ejected for such and such, whatever.
Yeah. It would be helpful, especially to the fans who are confused.
It's certainly what, and to us.
And to us, yes.
Truly confused. Aside from the fact that nothing has been sorted out. Okay. Well.
Do you agree with that? No, Tyler.
But okay, now I'm really lost. Because Bernardo Pacheco, who's still there, was just shown a yellow card, so he wasn't the one who was thrown. I'm lost.
So, what was the conclusion?
I
don't know.
I have my hand raised. I would like someone to come over here and explain to me, because
Confirmation.
Pacheco is on the pitch still.
Okay, so maybe we had some resolution and things got cleared up.
All right, count with me here, Sage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, somebody's gone.
Okay, well, it wasn't Ricardo Pacheco.
It wasn't Ferreira. Wasn't Ethan. Wow, this is a fun game. Gavin Trush was right there. Was it James Jenkins? I think that's the body that I'm not seeing.
Okay. So now we're only playing with
it's 9 and 11.
Alrighty.
But reasonably we should have like 8+ minutes of stoppage time, because that's forever. Okay. Yeah, I think that was James Jenkins, in which case that would have been a second yellow and not a straight red.
Right.
Still not sure under what the circumstances were, as Gavin Troche will get on the end of this one. All right, I'm truly well and confused at this particular point.
I think it's... No, never mind. I'm not going to say it.
So we're nearing the I got nothing for you, Sage, at this point.
I have nothing for you, so I'm just the observer. I just work here. That's it.
I just work here. Keegan Pete. And that's a hand to the face, but the throw-in is going to go, so... I just don't understand, like, if you truly thought that he got hit in the face. Anyway, all right. So we got another substitution for Charlottetown. If it seems like we're confused and don't know what's going on up here, it's because we are.
Yeah, it's because we are.
I don't know who just somebody came in. I'm gonna try to figure it out for us in a minute. Yeah. Looks like Max Graphicos is in. Maximos Graphicos is in here for somebody. Looks like Gavin Troche has come off for Maximos Graphicos. Charlottetown still searching. For that equalizing goal. Down to 9 men. To truly be Ferreira. Ricardo.
Charlottetown really fighting here in these last few minutes.
Well, and all the more confusing in that took whatever that was going on there. Seemed like it took 5 or 10 minutes. I don't know how long it actually was. It did seem like it was going on forever. So who knows? I mean, realistically, you would think there'd be 7-8 minutes of extra time. Stevenson falls on it. Great save by Kevin Christensen, to be fair. Goodness. Another long throw coming in from Ferreira.
I think I can safely say this is a game I've never seen before. So.
That's not for. Who is that? Who's taking that? Is that Jenkins? I'm confused. Ball into the box. Falls! Ethan Stevenson probably wants that one back. I mean, for all the wildness, Charlottetown has had 3 or 4 opportunities here late in the game to get that equalizer, and they just haven't been true to it at the end. But this is truly one of the wildest things I've ever seen.
How does he get around you?
Hamid got on the end of that one. Okay, so James Jenkins is not the guy because James Jenkins is still on the pitch.
We're still trying to figure it out.
Still trying to sort out who
like
got the red card.
Later.
James Jenkins is right there. So it wasn't Jenkins. It wasn't Pacheco. Pacheco with a good ball there. Malcolm. Too strong. Back and forth stuff here as the game is coming to a near end. Be a goal kick for Charlottetown. Gummer. Jenkins. Stevenson. Oh! That was the exact right idea. Just couldn't thread the needle. Hamid. Good work. That's a takedown. And a yellow card.
I think they're arguing a red card.
To be fair. Okay, so now I'm recounting here, Sage. There are still 10 men out there. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7,
8, 9. Yeah.
9?
Oh, no, there's 10. Is there not 10?
That's what I'm wondering.
There's 10 of them.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What in the world? Why did we go through all of that?
Okay, so there's not 9 people on
No,
the
there haven't
field.
been 9 men the whole
There's
time.
been
There's
10
just
the whole time.
so the red card brandishing was. Oh, okay, I'm lost.
So now we have everyone.
Yep,
here.
everybody's up here except for
Everyone's here.
Pacheco. Aiden Gummer to send it in. Falls to Graficos. Now Pacheco got to save this one before Luca Barros can get back in goal. Is Barros going to get back in goal? He is not. Conceding this guy. Malcolm trying to. There's going to be a foul going the other direction. Oh my goodness. This is wild. And now Asa Hamid joining the yellow card book. I stopped keeping track. Somebody
We're at
else.
12 now.
Somebody else has got it. Somebody else is doing this. Luckily, there are official counts that go on with this. They are not. I am not responsible for this.
You know, I think this.
We have no idea how much time is left. This could be the last opportunity for Charlottetown.
Yeah.
Man, what a thing.
If you haven't tuned into the broadcast lately, this is definitely
We're not
the
usually
one
this
to-
confused. Pacheco sends it in. The referee not interested in that. Luca Barros hustling back. What? What was that?
I think he tried to stop the ball from being played, and you can't do that.
Gotcha. It looked like he was just playing out of the back, but anyway. Long ball. Pacheco bounces off his head awkwardly. Hamid. Pete. Takeaway there from Ethan Stevenson. Stevenson running forward. It's not a good pass. And that is it. And give that. I mean, that should be a yellow card. I don't care if the game's over. Oh my. Sage, that was by far the most bizarre game I've ever seen in my entire life. I have no idea what happened. There was a red card, then there was another red card that wasn't actually a red card.
Yeah, a lot of things happened.
A lot of things happened. Not an ideal outcome from Charlottetown's perspective. They had that 4-point gap between them and the visitors, and
they played with the cards that they were dealt with. So.
Is that a pun?
Maybe.
No, they were good.
I tried to be smart.
They got one more match at home next week against Appalachian, which now becomes, I don't know if you call it a must-win, but they have 2 more, 1 here, 1 away. If they want to keep control of their own destiny as far as the playoffs are concerned, it's going to be really important that they play better than they did tonight. And again, the frustrating part being they didn't really play poorly tonight. It's just a couple of really bad situations that led to both Port City goals, and we end up losing the match. So not so good. So any final words from you, Sage, before we wrap this up?
No, I think we said it all. I think it's just time to look forward to that next game against Appalachian.
All right.
FC.
Yeah, absolutely. That one will be a wild one. If you thought that was crazy, just wait till next week. So until next time, for Robert Morrison and Sage Branch, we will see you then. Come on out or come listen to us. Bye.